I don't care if you went to a medium a week ago or 5 years ago. Going to a medium is not easy. Your loved ones are going to take you on this emotional roller coaster. They're going to make you feel all the pain, the sorrow, the loss, the grief, to validate for you that that is a direct connection from them. Okay? So, where does the mom come in that's passed?
My mom.
Okay, so know that she's stepping forward. Your mom made me feel like you were extremely close, but yet she made me feel like you did not get to see her before she died.
Correct.
Your mom makes me feel she was healthy, she took care of herself, she did everything right. She goes, now, Carol, I am gonna tell you this for the last time. Stop feeling that you could have or should have been able to prevent my departure.
It was hard losing her. My mom's name is Rosemary, and we were very, very close. We talked to each other on the phone every day, 10 times a day, so her passing took a huge toll on me. I do not know how my mother passed. She must have not felt well and laid down on the bed, and that's how she was found. It's been extremely hard to move on without my mom, and still today I want to pick up the phone and call her.
Your mom says nobody knows what to do for you. They don't know how to help you. She says you have a lot of loss.
It's been hard. It's a hard life.
You're married?
I am, yes.
Are you married 2 times? Because your mom says, oh, the husband's with me. I said,
I can't believe this.
How do you connect with the month of October?
I would have been married 9 years on October 12th, and October 11th, my first husband passed away.
And you have a husband here?
Yes.
So your departed husband makes me feel like that he placed this gentleman in your path. He says, because you deserve a life of your own. He says, I need you to know that you need to have faith in yourself and to know that I support every choice and decision that you have made.
Okay.
Even with the boys.
Oh, good.
He
They
said,
did good?
Yes. He says they're good kids.
They are wonderful kids.
He says, but they know who their father is.
Yes.
They speak to me, include me in their everyday life. He goes, Teresa, he goes, we also made these decisions together. He said, because she used to sit and talk to me and ask me, what should I do? Am I making the right choice?
Yes.
Validating that he has heard you with everything that you've asked him.
Okay. We wound up having our first son, Giovanni, in 1997. I had my youngest child, Antonio, in 2003. And then when Antonio was 5 weeks old, my husband, John, was diagnosed with terminal cancer. He did everything that he could possibly do to fight, to survive. He had like 7 surgeries, chemo, radiation. He lasted 2 years after the diagnosis, which is a blessing because he got to see Antonio grow up to be at least 2 years old. It was harder on my older son, I think, because he was 8. It was a great thing that he was able to see his kids for a couple extra years, but he fought every day.
I don't know what this is. I felt him the second I walked in this house. His soul is still here.
He died right there. I wouldn't let him die in the hospital. It wasn't where he was supposed to be. He was supposed to be here. They said we couldn't do anything for him anymore. I took him home, and a week later he died.
He says, I want to thank you for giving me the most beautiful and peaceful passing. Because you were telling him it's okay to go.
I did. I said those exact words.
Did somebody die with a lot of blood at their departure? I all of a sudden started tasting blood. So was there a bleed out or like something burst? You died and came back? How many children you have? Your mom says?
2.
Okay, because your mom, are there other children though?
Yeah.
She told me that it was 3 sons.
Yeah, I was 8 months pregnant with him. There was no heartbeat. My first husband and I, we wanted more kids. So 4 years after Giovanni and before Antonio, we wound up getting pregnant. Wasn't feeling well at work that day, and I left early and I had severe pains in my stomach. They had me rush over to the hospital, and once they got me in the room and hooked up the monitors, they told me there was no heartbeat. It was called placenta abruptia. My placenta ripped away and instantly killed my son. And at the time, I also was losing my life. My organs started to shut down because I was bleeding to death. I went into death-induced coma, and they told my husband I wasn't going to make it. For whatever reason, 12 hours later, I came back to the physical world.
How do you connect with the necklace? You have tons of necklaces on, and they said just talk to her about the necklace because then she'll know that I'm here.
My son that's stillborn's hair is inside of here.
Validating that this is his soul stepping forward as well. So your son says, it's hard for my mom to talk about me. Because you feel that you grieve his loss all alone.
Yeah. 17 years ago, my son Santino passed away of a stillbirth. I never in the wildest dreams thought I was going to lose a child. I don't know how other people will take it, so I tend not to talk about him. It was hard to grieve because I do have 2 children, and I don't want them to be sad and see me sad all the time. And I feel for a very long time, all I've done is just went through the motions so my kids could have a normal life.
Your husband shows me on how you move forward, how your life has progressed, correct?
Yeah.
But you still carry this.
Yeah, I guess I fully didn't grieve yet.
How can you heal from the loss of your husband and your mom if you haven't started to heal from the loss of your son?
I don't know.
Your son says it was important that you understood that it was your soul's journey to survive. That was
Never understood why, though.
Your husband just said to me, he goes, you were sent back for a reason. If you look back and things were different, he said, then our son would have been all alone.
Yep. I've been an orphan. So they took him and gave me life.
Do not beat yourself up or feel guilty because you survived.
Thank you.